Hey, what is up, all you lonely watchers out there? It's Lonely Buki back with another Yokai Watch video. Today we are going to be looking at the Yokai Watch Metal Moments series. We're going to be looking at 4 more today. We have Jibanyan, the Madman himself, Whisper, the City Slicker, Komajiro, and then the Tsuchinoko, or Noko, I should say. I need to stop saying the weeb names. Alright, so these, we did the previous ones in a previous video. There was a Jibanyan 4-pack that was exclusive to GameStop, but I know stuff like this was sold at, like, probably Targets and, was Toys R Us a thing? Yeah, Toys R Us was still a thing, so it probably was sold there. Stuff like that. So, the Jibanyan here, we're not actually going to unbox. I'll show you the one from the last video if you want to see about it. But I already have one unboxed, so I might as well keep this one in the package. Although it looks like the last person kind of sealed it up with tape. Oh boy, look at that. They sealed it up with tape. So you know what? Screw it. We're going to open all of them today. So let's get started with Jibanyan. Oh my swirls. That's what he says, right? Trying to peel this off as carefully as possible, but the person who had this definitely opened this and sealed it back up with scotch tape, it looks like. Because I had the same thing happen with my original Yokai Watch. If you saw the video I did on that, the person had sealed the package up with duct tape. I should use the knife, not the scissors. But the person who had it previously sealed it up with duct tape. Another thing is, I like the GameStop the packaging for the last one more, because you could actually preserve that. This is a bit trickier to preserve via this kind of packaging. And honestly, if I get fed up with it, I might just forego preserving it altogether. But we're gonna at least start off trying. I might have to fast forward a ton of this if it gets too boring, but hold on, we almost got him. Alright, here we go, I think. Alright, get that packaging out of the way. Got the Jibanyan figure. And the rest of the Jibanyan metal, and then the figure just flew out. This one, and then this back piece, which is weird. I don't know why they had to do that with this one specifically. But there we go. And you know what? This packaging kind of sucks, honestly. So I'm just going to throw it away after this. So I'm going to create a trash pile over here. The one for the last one I'm going to keep, though, because that one was cool. Komajiro. You know, we'll just have fun with it. We're not preserving the packaging. Let's have fun with it. Rip them out. Oh my swirls! There he is. I hope I can find his brother Koma-san one of these days. Tsuchinoko. Oh, get that out of the way. Tsuchinoko. I don't believe I had a Noko medal before this, or at least I might have a Noko medal, because he was much more common here. Much more common here than over here than in Japan. Because I don't have any Noko medals from Japan, of course. And then the Whisper medal is exclusive. The other medals are not. I have all the other medals. I'm just doing this for the figures. And let's get out Whisper Boy here. Whisper Boy me Bob. I wish they didn't put a slit here, because this would be a pretty cool figure on its own, if it weren't for that slit there. But anyway, they all come with this little piece of paper that tell you all the ones to collect. So we got Noko, and Koma-san, Whisper, Tattletale, Jibanyan, Robanyan, Komajiro, and No Way. I do not have Komajiro, No Way, or Tattletale. And something tells me that this list isn't updated, because there are definitely more than that. But anyway, let's move on. We're gonna look at the figures first. So here is Jibanyan. Like I said from last time, this is like a pretty high quality figure here. And then it comes with this back piece, which goes behind Jibanyan, which really isn't part of him. I don't know why they had to make it like this. I'm sure they could have found a fun way to incorporate the metal into the figure, but I digress. Next, we have Komajiro, again with the slit kind of making the figure kind of not as cool, but this could still work. Like, that could kind of be hidden, or I could fill this in. I have some wall putty over here that I might just fill it in there and then use it as a normal figure around the house somewhere. That would be cool. So we have that Komajiro. Let's take a closer look at him though, because this figure is actually well molded. All of them are pretty much, but I like the attention to detail on this. Good job, Hasbro. I rarely ever give you that credit, but with these Metal Moments figures, you did nice. This, it's less noticeable, but you just have the Noko here with the mouth that's actually like open. Yeah, I'm glad that I actually add that detail, and then you slide the metal around in here, which makes it kind of suck as like a normal figure with the Metal Moment, because then if you have the metal with it, it's kind of hard to see the yokai themselves, but at least we got some sort of Noko figure. So we have that, that's nice. And then the boy Whisper, of course. He is having the time of his life. This reminds me of the Shogunyan episode where he got split in half. That was always one of my favorites. I don't know why it's hollow out here at the bottom, that's weird. But yeah, and then again, his mouth is fully 3D, even though it doesn't need to be for this particular metal, because it's slicing him right here. But yeah, let's take a look at the metals now. Jibanyan, this was the standard one in Japan that came with the watch, but I believe over here you can only get this version with the flyers from the Metal Moments figures. Here we got one with like hearts or whatever, it wasn't as cool. Here's the rail code and the QR code. Next we have our boy Komajiro, one of my favorite yokai in the original series, or at least when the original series was going on, he was one of my favorites, that's what I mean. He's definitely lower today, but this is a really nice city figure. I appreciate the older metal designs. I like how they did with the backgrounds. I think they were a lot nicer. And if you compare like the 2021 metals to these types of metals, you can see like these are just simply better most of the time. So here's him. Here's the QR code and the rail code. Noko, or Tsuchinoko, or whatever you want to call him. Pretty rare pretty hard to get yokai in the original game. I've been trying to get him. I did like a session of 40 minutes feeding him on nothing but non-burgers, but I could not get this guy to become my friend. I'll try again soon though. Yokai Watch 1 for Nintendo Switch, by the way. I've been playing a lot of that recently. And here's the rail code and QR code. And then, of course, we have our boy Whisper. This is a cut in half Whisper in reference to that Shogunyan episode I was talking about, or I believe it was, because I can't think of any other instances where he was cut clean in the middle like that. And this was not only exclusive to North America, but exclusive to the Metal Moments figures. You can see he didn't have a try, because Whisper never had a metal. He was never a refundable yokai until... Was he in Blasters? At least until 3. But I'm pretty sure it was Blasters was the first befriendable appearance. I don't know, I didn't really get to play much of Blasters. But then he was put into the Nyororon, or Slippery tribe, and getting the Japanese medal for that, the U medal, was a pretty big deal. I know, I'm still looking for one. And then here is the rail code and the QR code. Alright, we might as well just put these in the watch real quick, starting with our boy Jibanyan. Next, might as well keep the tribe the same. Let's do Komajiro. Oh my swirls, instead of Koma-sans. Oh my swirls. Next, let's do Noko. I love the Slippery tribe so much. Love that guy. And then finally, the Whisper medal. Let's see if this says anything unique. Hopefully it does.
What's up, my corporeal friend? I am Whisper, at your service.
They really couldn't have, like, a unique phrase.
My corporeal friend? I am Whisper, at your service.
So that kind of sucks, because that's the phrase he says with the one that comes with the watch. Anyway, let's get to setting up these figures. So Jibanyan's is pretty easy. We already did that last time. So let's get the Jibanyan medal. And it goes in between here, in between these little sparks or whatever. So you just slide it in here. And if I can get it to fit, there we go. And then you're just supposed to have these two together. Which is kind of lame, they couldn't incorporate it into the design, but then at least we have a cool Jibanyan figure instead of having stuff like this happen. So let's put him aside for now. Next, let's do Komajiro, which this one's pretty obvious. It slides in here. Is there any specific way it's supposed to slide in, or can I just put it in anywhere? Alright, this thing is it's a pain to get in. Specifically because of this lip. Unless I'm supposed... No, that wouldn't work anyway. There. There he is. With his medal. I feel like we could center it more. We could center it more. Alright. You know what? Good enough. I'm not redoing that. That's nice. You can still see the medal. Actually, no, it's pretty center. Alright, so it's still good anyway. Next we have Noko. This one, I guess, is what I think is one of the most characteristic uses of this. But it's still kind of annoying. Push it in. And there he is. He's holding the medal. In between his teeth. Nice figure besides that. And then we have Whisper. This one should be pretty simple, well, you'd think, but considering how bad the... Yeah, you gotta, like, open the lip and then you gotta slide it in. And even then, it feels like I'm gonna break this thing. So there we go, there's Whispers in there. So now let's get them all lined up. So we have Jibanyan here. If he'll stand. Please stand. Let's put Noko on this side. Whisper, of course. And Komajiro. So anyway, this is not a bad set. Like, honestly. I think the figures are, like, very well put together. I don't see a lot of Japanese figures that much. They have those make-your-own those figures with expressions and stuff, but I never really got into those. I never really had them, but they don't look that great, honestly, from videos on the internet and reviews and such. But honestly, like, if I just took away the medals real quick, these are, like, really cool Yokai Watch figures. And then we can add the ones from last time into here. So we have Thornyan, Badyan, and Robanyan. And honestly, with some more mascot characters, this could be a good... If these will stand up for me. The desk has these ridges in it, so it's kind of hard. But this could be a good, like, Yokai Watch collector set. Like, getting all the medal moments. I will look for more of these. Hopefully I'll get some plushes too, because I need some more Yokai Watch around my house. Alright, I know Kirby is great and all, but I need more than Kirby figures around the house. So anyway, that is it for this video. If there's something else you'd like me to check out, make sure to let me know in the comments. And I'll try to get it. I'm trying to get the Zeroshiki S. Hopefully I'll get that. But we'll just see in the future. Anyway, that is it. Bye-bye, my lonely watchers.